Hey, everyone. Sorry for the delay. We had some
Okay.
things we had to ration out really quick, but
Mhm.
come on into the room. Come on in. We're going to wait till y'all come on in. This is Meet the Shoe, and I'm Sade.
I'm Nina.
And yeah, today it's been a lot of news going on.
This
Lots.
week, huh?
And look, and I'm like, ooh, the internet
Hmm.
cutting up. But before
Mhm.
we get to the one subject we're talking about, you
Mhm.
sent me something about COVID-19, right?
Yep. In New York
And
City,
in
rise.
New York, how the numbers are rising,
Mhm.
and they're saying that the New York State Department of Health
Mhm.
released August 2nd that the COVID cases spiked by 55% in the last week.
Mhm.
55%.
Wow.
And the average report is probably 824 cases per day,
Mhm. Mhm.
COVID-19. And
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my God. And I've been, a lot of people been sick lately and
Very.
like the same symptoms, but they don't
Right.
think it's COVID. They
But
think
it
it's
don't last long,
it
right?
don't last long.
So, okay, so 2 days ago, Lena, I went to go pick her up some food from a restaurant.
Mm-hmm,
The very next day, she had very bad stomach pain.
mm-hmm.
Felt like her mouth would build up with the water, but the it would she wouldn't actually throw up. So
Right.
like the smell would be there too. Like she was like um when she just would feel nausea, but
Mm-hmm.
then it wouldn't actually work, and then it was like wouldn't actually come out. But then when it was time for her to go to work, she didn't feel good. It's like she couldn't stand up,
Right.
she couldn't eat, like, and everything. She was having to use the bathroom a lot, but she never threw it up, but she had to use, had
Right. Go to bed.
diarrhea or whatever.
Ooh,
And
wait.
so then another friend of mine, he said he couldn't get out the bed. He was weak
Ooh.
for a couple of days. He don't know what he ate. He don't know what he hadn't ate anything. He hadn't did anything. He just didn't feel good. And for him, he's
Very rare.
never he's never he's always strong, and can
Up and
get up
about.
and up, and rarely like sleeps. He's always on top of everything.
Exactly.
And for him to be down,
That's
that's what I'm
weird.
saying. And I asked him, I said, well, when you went to the hospital, did you get COVID check and stuff? He said, yeah. He said, but he couldn't, or his mom couldn't detect what was wrong. So
Wow.
I'm just saying, this time around, it seems like we're gonna be um attacked through our food, because there's so many food things going on.
Right.
And the COVID thing is like so thin in the air now. It's not as thick as it was at first. Remember, we couldn't even walk past the person with it, right?
Right. Right.
So with New York having a higher case of it, because the city is so congested.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
could
Very
see
busy.
why yes,
Very
I could
busy.
see why those numbers are like
Mhm.
extreme, because there's so many people there.
And then the only reason why they're keeping up with it and bringing it up because they know we have to live with this virus still and do everyday activities because they stopped it, declared it not a state of emergency in May. But the
Mhm.
medical field is feeling pressure still because I mean they had 100. Let's see, in the last week, 100 people per day coming into that New York hospital
Wow.
because of the virus.
Mhm.
So all we can say is everybody still be careful on the lookout. I mean, do your sanitary measures, cleaning, wash your hands regular. Uh,
Right.
try to keep your mates or whatever when you enter your house. Take a shower. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Because you don't know what you bring it into your home after long days of work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause
Remember when
a lot of
COVID
people,
first started, we would strip at the door.
oh, strip it at the door, girl. Yeah, yeah,
We
and
take like we was going in quarantine in your house, but your house is clean. So
right,
you're in the garage or at the front doors pulling everything off.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
And that's
remember
something
that. That
we're
was
still. I think people still should be trying to, at least respect your partner. If you got a partner that that's clean, you should be the same way anyway.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to kiss my husband. I know he came from work. cutting everybody hair, 100 people hair every day.
Right.
No, you go jump in the shower because
Right.
I'm gonna jump in the shower because I
Right.
that's how I go and get in a clean bed.
Right.
Ain't
Right.
all
Definitely.
that mess. You come with everybody heebie-jeebies,
Yeah.
physically and spiritually. Hello,
Right. Yeah.
girl. Everybody mess all on you. Mm-mm. Man, yes. But
So what's
COVID
going
19,
down in Alabama?
girl, too
Did you,
much,
okay, so the Alabama videos is I've seen like at least 10, right?
man.
So with those videos going around and around, right?
Hmm.
Everybody's so hallelujah saying the ancestors said, help each other and beat each
Right,
other. At the end of the day, nobody's condoning no woman,
right.
especially the woman that got hit with the
Yeah,
chain,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
But I did see our own, a black man checked the black man for hitting the lady. He stopped him because from the
yes,
looks of it, it looked like it was gonna keep on going.
man.
She
Oh,
jumped in it though. I seen a lot of people coming at the aid of him, a lot
yeah,
of white people coming at the aid of him, saying, "Why did you get in it?
right.
What were you ladies doing? You were doing too much."
Yeah, they were.
Because when men fight, I get out the way.
Yo, me too.
Especially if they got it handled. If it's
If
two
they
men
got it
fighting, no
handled,
matter
yeah,
the color, I'll get out the way. Why am I in the way? What can I do?
right. Because the
And
men is too strong for you to be sitting up there trying to fight. Girl, I know they had some hickeys the next day.
oh my, well, the guy that got beat up made a meme of himself, and I was crying. He's all black eye, busted lip, nose, all
Who, the
that.
white guy?
Yes. He
What?
made a meme of himself and said that the 65-year-old really had it, right? Because he got, showed his bruises. And the lighter you are, the more worse your wounds are
Yeah,
going
you
to
gonna
look
show.
anyway, right? It might not even be a
Mhm.
big of a hit, or the hit might not
Right.
hurt. But if you're
So
light skinned, it's going to
what
show
was
up.
the meme? What did he say in the meme, girl?
No, he showed a video. And so they made memes of him, right?
Oh, okay.
And he just was saying that he got it. And he's put the video out there. Then they
He
had,
probably feel like, he thought he could beat up an old man,
yeah, he shouldn't.
and that old man did what he had to do.
Right. I don't
Plus,
understand. I didn't
poor people.
understand the pressure of them. Why they were so defensive against someone doing their job. Now
Right.
people that are on security, right? Security officers are probably looking at this like, look how much danger the job causes,
It
because you
does.
don't know at what moment anyone is going to be emotional.
Right.
Like, what was you mad about? And then they said you had to get out the way. Why are you mad at him? He's paid to be here.
He's doing his job. I
Yeah,
don't understand. It's the gratification of people. They feel entitled.
yeah,
They feel like they can do whatever they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. You need to follow the rules,
yeah,
the
definitely.
regulations of this country. You're not
Right,
exempt. If them people told you you could not park, I would never park my doggone pontoon in
right,
the riverboat area.
right. That was the entitlement. Too much entitlement. Too
Right.
much white privilege. Like,
Okay.
what were you doing? Even all the white people, a lot of white people is even saying, like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why
I
did you
mean,
feel
that's
that you
too
were
much.
that over entitled, like, to
Exactly.
even do that? Why? What was your point? We didn't understand that at all.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, everybody jumped to the defense, his defense.
And did you see, now there is a part in there that everyone isn't talking about. The 65-year-old man, the man that was doing his job, right? The
Hmm.
security officer,
Hmm.
young white boy at came to aid him. The
Okay.
white people try to beat him too.
Oh
Did
yes,
you see that?
yes, with the blue on. Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
that's town.
So it wasn't even, I love the fact that the youngsters is paying attention to
Hmm.
how things are supposed to be. He was not worried about color. He was like, you hit my coworker.
Yes,
Whoop yo,
but he was trying to
I,
push
I,
them off of him, and poor
right.
baby, they just
And
slammed
he just
him.
ran, after he started like attacking him, he ran off. But it's the fact of, he
He
knows
tried.
I'm supposed to help.
Yeah.
Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all doing too
Exactly.
much. I just, and then the 16-year-old that swam across the water,
He was 16.
he swam, he swam across the water and had one shoe on, one shoe
Girl,
to
look.
get over there to diffuse the situation.
Right.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, well, and you know
That-
what? He ended up having to fight. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because people throwing punches. He ended up having to fight. Girl,
right.
Ricky Smiley did. Ricky Smiley. He thought the boy. He said, "Now this boy did all this swimming, ain't did not. He ain't throw not one blow. What you swimming for? Just to watch?"
No, he
Then
did
at
try.
the end,
He
he
did
said,
try.
Ricky Smiley said, "Lord, forgive me." He was on his knees. Please, Lord, forgive me. That black boy did. He did swim across that water, and he did.
Yep, he did.
I was like, "Oh my god!" I said, "Everybody has something to say about it."
Something, right?
Okay,
Hey,
okay, but
Jeff.
hi, Jeff. But you know what? I think all four of them got arrested, even the
Right.
young lady, the
Yeah.
three guys and one lady with the green,
Mm-hmm.
and they're looking for Mr. Chairman. They said, "Mr. Chairman, turn yourself in."
Right.
Which I don't know why he bust that chair over that girl.
Yes, it was, Jeff. Pure entitlement. You're definitely
Yeah,
right.
pure entitlement.
I think that the ladies, I feel like the guys that were fighting was
Hmm.
trying to show off for the ladies, right?
Yeah,
Once they started,
that's
they couldn't stop. And then the
right.
ladies wanted to help the guys, but they
Hmm.
just kept going and going
Yeah,
and going and going. It's like, what at what point do you just quit?
just stop. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't understand that.
It was. It was.
But there was another incident that's big in the news right now. Why is it that everybody, if you say the wrong thing, right,
Hmm. Hmm.
you are getting canceled, right? Canceled with
Yes.
Neo, right? Did you see that?
Neo.
Where
No. What did he?
Neo just was stating that basically it's not a child's choice to change their body, right? And so they have Jason Lee coming out, Hollywood Unlocked, going against Neo in the interview. And then remember Gloria Valdez, she was in Pimp C and Jay-Z's Big Pimpin' video.
Yes.
She has a kid by Aaron Hall, right?
Yep.
So he gave an example of, and I mean, I'm sure I'm including Jeff in on this as well. When you're younger and then uh you're groomed as into you look, especially black girls, a lot of us,
Hmm.
you're developed fast, right?
Right.
And with you developing fast, it causes a lot of older men to want, and then some of them is just creeps, right? They just
Right.
want younger women, right?
Hmm.
Okay. So they say that, you wear these tight jeans and, you look this certain way and you look older than you are.
Hmm.
So he went back to who raised you, that at 16 you had a baby by Aaron Hall and he was clearly 30 years old.
Right.
All because of an interview. So Sade, when we start interviewing celebrities and bigger people, right? Or people that's on a bigger platform, and the
Mhm.
controversy comes. We signed up for this, but we prepared for it, right? This
Right.
is something though that I didn't think he would reach back to.
Yeah, he
He
reached
got
way
to
back.
talking about, cause that means that she was messing with a 30-year-old when she was 15, and
Mm.
legally in the state of Florida, you can be 16 and you can mess with somebody older, right? Okay, and the person older wouldn't be like statutory
Yeah.
rape or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he was saying that just because she asked Neil questions about a kid wanting to change
Change
themselves,
days.
he
Yeah.
attacked her. He attacked her and talked about how, she was 16 and had a baby by Aaron Hall and he's 15 years older than her, right?
Right.
Now,
That's not
my
fair.
my thing is, just because she was asking a question, you had to attack her like that.
Attack her. She's the interviewer. I mean, come on.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm
What
just
you mad at
like,
her for?
wow, you attacked the host, and she's just asking the questions to the
He
person
is
that's
attacking a lot of people lately. he's having some issues really going on with this brewing within himself, but he's trying to lash out on a lot of other host of podcasts or the news or so forth like that. 'Cause I've been seeing him in a lot of controversy.
Right, right.
I mean, Neo has his own opinion of how he feel. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yes.
exactly what Neo said. He attacked Neo. He said he was cool with Neo and they was friends or what, not friends, but they was cool. He
Hmm.
attacked him and it's just like, look, man, don't do that. Come on, man.
Right.
Don't do that. And it's not good for your brand because he's like you really huge Hollywood unlock, right?
Right.
And so why are you making it such a big deal that he has an opinion? And that's what I'm saying. By us having a platform and us doing a podcast, we never know what
When's
you
the
know.
right time?
Okay, our goal, I mean, everybody's goal is to go viral, right? Because it
Right.
brings in the dollars. But
Right.
our goal is community awareness, the
Mm-hmm.
things that we've been through, what's on our mind. We built this platform from out the mud, right?
Right.
Really,
Yes.
we got family and friends sponsorships, a couple of company sponsorships in
Yep.
the past, but we don't do it for that,
No,
right?
we
Because
don't.
we know eventually it'll come, right?
Mhm.
So it's like he's already established. So why are you doing such an attack, right? Because you would think somebody like us would be the one that be chasing and attacking
Yeah.
to get the
Yes.
big viral moment, right?
Right.
But it's like, what are you doing?
I think he wants to stay relevant, and he
Okay.
wants to stay on top of the
Mhm.
news feed with a lot of controversy. He
Okay.
wants to have some type of points every day. Whenever he put his podcast out, it has to be a title where it's something going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
It's going. I mean, he might not even be because I looked at a lot of his stuff. It might not even be negative because I seen
Mhm.
some of it. I'm like, what is he talking about? It's not even related to his title, but when
Right.
people love chaos better than positive stuff. They love
Yeah, they
chaos.
do. And
Yeah.
and it's so sad. Even like what's the young boy that was coming on the rise too? But they kind of like shut him down, like they kind of quiet him out.
Which one?
Jason Lavoy or something like Justin Lavoy or something on Instagram.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, he had a show. He had a show on what is it? Had a big show on Revolt TV, right? Justin
Mm,
Lavoy. That's
Justin
his name.
Lavoy. Okay.
Yeah, so he was super big, right?
Mhm.
And you don't hear anything. No,
Mm.
you don't hear of him anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, right here, Justin Lavoy.
Mm.
So he is, let me tell you what's smart about him, what I like about him.
Okay.
His controversy is quotes from like someone saying, and he might switch it. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. This is might be somebody else's that we don't even know, right?
Right.
He says respectfully, Justin Lavoy. Now that was his name at first, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, I dare you to share this post. God is bigger than whatever is stressing me out. He does stuff like that in all his whole line, right? His whole page, his whole entire page is black and white.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Remember
Uh-huh.
Justin LeBoy?
Yes.
That's marketing just to
Yes.
extreme, right?
Yes.
And he has I believe he was I want to say he's doing like appearances, right? He's doing
Okay.
appearances. And that's the last thing that you see, that when he advertises, when he does appearances, you'll see uh like a flyer every now and then.
Okay.
But and then it's just straight black and white, just
Mm.
posts of black and white. He says how the f a black person know everything you posting. That's true. And he just asks random questions like that.
Yeah, he does.
Everybody
Yeah.
chimes in and does his in. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But he got quiet down.
Yeah. He has
It's like
been.
people started taking his simple way of marketing himself
Hmm.
and like, you know, stepping on him
Right.
because
Hmm.
you don't see it anymore. So I would say the how everything is going now as far as podcasts, it's like everybody has a podcast, right?
Everybody. Everyone does. Yeah.
and everyone is
Or
looking.
YouTube station channel. Everybody wants a YouTube channel, so they
Yeah.
stop it for a while. They try to start it back up, or just leave it be. It's just different.
One thing that's a fact, if they better know, they got to be consistent.
Yeah, they have to. They
It
really
has
do.
to run. It has to run. Like they have to be consistent. The only
It's
way that it's
dedication.
gonna work is a consistency.
Yeah.
Like look
You
at
gotta
us.
be
We had so many
dedicated.
technical difficulties
And
today,
we still got on here.
and we still got on here.
Yes, yes.
Because
Oh,
Alabama had to be talked about, didn't it?
right. So, guys, we all want you guys to tune in tomorrow night. We TV.
Yes,
Our girl Chevelle will be
yes,
on with some juicy, juicy, juicy.
yes,
Oh my God,
yes,
I just
yes,
can't
we
wait.
will.
My TV I'm be glued on my phone. If I'm at work, I'm having on We TV, baby. They will be
So
watching.
what? So what is it? Is it's the update of all the past hosts stars on the
Yes,
Love
yes,
After Lockup, right?
yes.
They're giving us an update on the previous people that made Love After Lockup what it is, right?
Right,
They're running down if the people are still together or where are they now
right.
or what they
Tell
got going on
me
now.
what
You
they
know
got going
how
on.
far their success has came since
Mm-hmm.
Love After Lockup, right?
Yep. So yeah,
They-
that's curious. But it's another girl. I think she's in this season.
mhm.
Well, she is a financial tax preparer. She prepares
Yes, I
tax,
seen that.
and her boyfriend is a felon. He was in prison for drugs, conspiracy to
Right,
commit drugs trafficking and all that. Right.
right,
She wants him to work with her as a tax preparer,
hmm,
financial, whatever financial stuff she got going on within her business.
right.
And the man, I don't know, remember where he's from, but he told her, I
He was
would,
an attorney. He was an tax
okay,
attorney. Yeah,
tax attorney.
yeah,
He said he wouldn't have, you have to be careful of having a felon working in that type of environment as far as taxes and finances. I'm
right,
like, and I had to think of it. I'm like, why? I mean, why wouldn't you hire somebody that have a qualifications, but they did have a past of a felony background with drugs conspiracy?
right.
The conspiracy is considered a
Okay,
money crime,
right,
actual crime. And I
right.
think about it, I said, wow, that is deep. Because all I thought was, hey, I was selling drugs,
Yep,
making money, about do whatever I want, buy the stuff I like.
right.
I didn't think it was a money crime like that.
Mm-hmm. I
Did you?
didn't think that I would have never imagined that coming out of prison that I couldn't get hired with doing taxes because there's a lot of people that been in prison that do taxes, right? I
Mhm.
wouldn't have think that ouch. I wouldn't think that I wouldn't, that would be an issue because
Right,
that's not on your paper if you didn't have a money crime. He
right.
didn't have a money crime. So if
No,
he didn't have a money crime, why couldn't he be hired,
he
right?
said conspiracy.
And conspiracy, I seen also on that a lot of people in the comments were stating, and she's gonna go against what he was
Right,
saying because she keeps making up excuses about
right,
why he should be hired, right?
exactly.
My advice for her and to her would be you shouldn't hire him for tax purposes because you already asked the question and it's already on across the world. It
Mm-hmm.
already went out in the universe. And there were
Yes.
so many people in there that was like, I wouldn't trust him with my social security number or my birth date or this. I wouldn't trust him. But you would trust that you walk up in a store and swipe your card and you think your information ain't gonna come off of that. It's it's easier for me to go into a tax office,
Right.
right? A legalized tax office, and
Mm-hmm.
hear about or know that they're doing taxes and know where to point my finger at
Right.
versus I go in a department store and I trust them to swipe my card. I don't know who got me or who did what. I don't know where it came from or what,
Right.
that
I think,
that
yeah.
I would say if you're already trusting of her to go walk up in there and use her, I would rather point a finger, have somebody to put my finger on versus
Right.
me just randomly getting got at a store.
In the same content, I'm thinking if he gets out and he's trying to do the right thing and
Mm-hmm.
live law abiding, why
Right.
not give him a chance to get him a job? You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
think,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, because if that's gonna be his way of living, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
He wants to work. The only way she will get in trouble if
Mm-hmm.
somebody it was a backlash for somebody's taxes. You
Right.
didn't you didn't input their information right.
Mm-hmm.
Because it falls on you anyway, because you're signing a document saying I am the tax preparer. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
If anything, red flags pop up, you have to be audited. It's on her, the
Yep.
tax preparer, to make sure
Mm-hmm.
those numbers are right. So
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be too much trouble for her to hire
Mm-hmm.
him.
Right.
Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
especially y'all are item. If he
Yep.
wants to live on the up and up and be a happy home, but
Mm-hmm.
I would try to give him. I don't know. They don't have no history. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right. Right.
she met him in jail, and I don't know. He's
Right.
young.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that her doing too much with trying to help. I've done that before. You
Yeah.
overextend yourself in a situation where you want that person because you've been, well,
Yeah,
me,
we've been
because I've
through it.
been through the same thing. You overextend yourself, it's not respected or appreciated,
No, it's not.
right?
Mm-mm.
And so what she's gonna find out is that he's gonna make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna slip, fall, all that, because he hasn't been outside. He ain't been outside. He been locked up. He gonna feel himself again out here in this world. All these big booties and fake titties, and
Okay.
he's gonna live.
Yeah. He's.
What women mess up at when men get out
Mm-hmm.
is not allowing them to be their self, be their friend,
Let
enjoy
them be
the
themselves.
ride, accept the
Yep.
ride. You was doing that while he was gone anyway. You was
Right.
being who you was anyway. Accept him being outside and living again. And
Right.
then that way you won't set yourself up for a heartbreak because it's gonna
Exactly.
happen.
Yeah, it is. Jeff said it's crazy because I know a few female CEOs that ended up with inmates when they got out. People change though and deserve a second chance. I preached on a second chance this Sunday. Hey, yes. We all do need second chances because that second
Definitely.
chance, baby.
Definitely. I
And
mean, even we need second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. We're
yeah,
here. The thing about it, what people don't realize is we're here to make mistakes. And off of mistakes, people ridicule you and judge you
right.
off of your mistake.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm here to say some mistakes are, ridiculous, right?
Right.
But if you're forgiven of it and it's a mistake that should be of your community and be forgiven, then
Yeah, it should
why
be.
not?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? You didn't take nobody's life. You
Right.
ain't hurt nobody in the process. You should
Mm-hmm.
definitely be forgiven.
Yeah, I second that. I think everyone should deserves a second or third chance because I
Yes.
know I need a second, third chance. You know what I'm saying? So they get it right. You know. So hey, we all a work in progress. A lot
Mhm.
of us got in trouble and didn't even have to, reap any consequences. And you still making, they still doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. But some people ain't never been in jail and got in trouble because of their consequences. So
Right.
hey, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just give me a second chance, y'all. That's all I ask.
Yeah, I have too, Jeff. He said I've seen some guys get out and make major changes
And
to
become
become
successful.
successful. Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
Yeah,
I, I, I've,
that's
I've,
why we got this podcast because we like to highlight those type of people, the people that have been the underdogs, that's been serving time, that went to jail, that did something they ain't supposed to do, um, and give them a chance to show their gifts, to
right,
show that they're entrepreneurs that's thriving now. You know what I'm saying? So it always feels good to highlight those type of people because it's humbling. You can see like somebody did this in the past or did something bad, and how far they come along. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, Dad, it's a whole different person. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Y'all would have never thought, that
Yeah.
person was not that back then. That was that type of person, but now
Mhm.
changed. So it's
Yeah.
always good to, and then they could be good mentors for the next person, so they won't make that same mistake.
Exactly. I seen today also. I seen Judy put on her. That's how I came across this channel. Hey Jeff,
Oh,
thank you.
thank
Hey,
you,
look, you've been
sir.
sticking with us, Jeff. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Woo!
I seen today that Judy, right? Now we seen her success from the beginning till now, right?
Yes, yes.
We had went Judy with the miracle drops, right?
Hmm.
She has went from that from hairdresser since she was a teenage mom all the way up to now in her 40s, and has become successful with her brand, right? And she's on TV showing us now.
Hmm.
And one thing that I love that she showed today, and all the other people got on board with it. Boy, she spread that like wildfire.
Uh-huh.
She said she showed on 2014
Uh-huh.
that she sold 3 drops the whole month.
Okay. Yeah,
And
man.
I'm laughing
Because
because
we
I
been we
felt
did that.
so good, right?
Yes.
To know that now she's a celebrity and she's blown up, but even we knew her from back then, right?
Yeah.
She showed that she made 3 sales. And then she showed all her progress and how she kept waiting and then
Hmm.
falling and waiting and falling and waiting and then
Yeah.
blowing up. Then she showed what she made just in the month of July. And it
Hmm.
was over $2 million.
Whew.
So it's 9 years of business, like she said, that she's been in. It took 9 years to
Yeah.
have $1 million month.
Right.
So we don't know the
When the
you
time's
know the
coming,
when the glory is gonna come. We just gotta tell the story as it goes.
as it goes. Yes.
And people don't want to do that. They
No.
want it, they look at this Instagram, and I seen a video, and we're gonna talk about that next Wednesday.
Hmm.
This video that was very powerful. I'm gonna send it to you about how Instagram started and what it actually means. And when we pick that apart and talk about that, people will stop worrying about and
The next
looking at
person.
the outside picture.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
outside, that's how people get famous, is from the inside picture. When you know
Hmm.
that inside, right?
Yeah.
And you watch it grow.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that encouraged them with some encouraging things
Yeah.
that happened today. That
Oh, I love Judy. She's just, you
yes.
know who else I've been following that's really real and nice too?
Mm.
Mael. And I'm gonna see. I was gonna try and get her to do an interview with us.
Okay.
Hopefully she will, but
Hmm.
I think she
And
will.
what does Mael do?
She has the next number leading uh, hair products. And I think
Okay.
she's Mael hair products. She's in Chicago, but I think
Okay.
Indiana. I think it's in between the cusp of Indiana and Chicago. Her factory.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm
Is
trying.
she the
I'm
one?
trying
Is she the one that she sold a portion of her company?
to P&J.
Okay. All right.
P&G. P&G. Yeah.
PNG. Yeah. And
Mhm.
she, by her
I
selling that,
undisclosed amount
right?
in
She,
billions.
yeah, yeah, and she showed that when you spread your brand out, because you can't micromanage anything.
No.
When you give other legs to your brand, that's how you grow, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A lot of people that start a business, there's it's such a baby to them that they gatekeep and micromanage that
Yes.
prevents them from excelling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you guys look into the words that we're speaking.
Okay. For real.
And definitely think about that for your brand when you're thinking 5 years from now. It's the reason why people ask you, well, what do you think you're going to be doing 5 years from now?
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason for that plan,
Yes. Goals of growth and projected growth. You have to have that
Yep.
to be able to, keep your focus on what you got at the end of those 3 to 5 years, and then a 10 year.
Little bit of progress
Yeah.
every day,
Mm-hmm.
baby steps every
Yep.
day. We're
Yes.
growing to a big thing.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So thank you guys. We would love for you guys to support our sponsors, Cashmere Lux Hair Products,
Mhm.
www.cashmerelux.com. hairsalon.com, and you can pick some of your favorite products up at some of the local Hy-Vee stores in Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin. Hy-Vee stores.
Yep.
You'll get the locations, exact locations in the description. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have Bossed Up Beauty products, hair product. I mean, not hair products, clothing,
Right.
waist trainers and body shapers. www.bossedupbeauty's boutique. Then we
Mhm.
got Lena beans, the best organic, like homemade shea butter,
Yes.
and give them the email.
www.lenasbodybutterplus.com.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you.